Yo, my guys, what's good? Welcome back to the channel. We're back in the stew. Hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I just want to take you guys through a kind of like a simple, easy key or mode that you guys can use to make some cool sort of Spanish guitar samples. I'm also going to be showing you how to layer other melodies on top, like subtle counter melodies, certain sound selections like horns, pianos, these different things. So that's what we're going to be going for in today's video. Before we get into the video as well, if any of you guys are new, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell icon so you don't miss any content over here on the channel, and don't forget all the producer community on here. Go ahead, like and share this with anyone that loves making music, help grow this producer community. But yeah, with that being said, I have another announcement. The Gecko sample library is going to be dropping next week, which is going to be part of the integration MIDI bundle. But I'm going to roll out the sample library individually, just because some people have already requested that I drop that. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So I'll definitely have some cookups with that next week. That's pretty much it. We're going to jump in to FL Studio and cook up some heat. So let's get into it.
Turn that up, Ricky.
Alright guys, so I've just started out here. We've got a small little melody. Yeah, we're starting out in G sharp Frisian here. This is the chord I've come up with. And what I'm going to do is just invert this note up. So I want to add another chord here, but I don't know what chord it's going to be yet, so I'm going to try and figure it out. So what I'm going to do here is just octave jump these up, Control A and Shift and hold to then duplicate them and then Control up. And I like that, that's quite simple, but I want to change this here. Keep this B chord here, or whatever chord this is, in the scale, but I want to change this. That's real smooth actually, and it has a lot less depth because it's not playing the whole time. I'm just going to put on my standard EQ here. So we can put this effect on it here. So next up I'm going to get in another guitar from Octave Deluxe. Alright, so we've got this acoustic trem here. Alt U to just chop these. Just duplicate these and just take the velocities down and again, and just really have it stagger down. So next up I want to add some horns to this, so we can use the Spitfire Labs BBC Symphony Orchestra collab, so I'm going to use some horns here. And once again kind of follow along some of the chords. Let's just change the phrasing of these to staccatismo. So I like that. So I've just created some slight changes just to create more variation just within that little counter melody there. So we've obviously got the sort of pick guitar, the chords of the guitar, and this trumpet. So now what I want to go and do is just lay some sort of low-lying keys here underneath all of this. I'm going to use the Rhodes here in Key Zone, which is a free plugin by the way. So just invert the root and the third. So that's kind of nice, it's built up enough, but now I want to just show you some additional stuff you could do to the melody to change up the main chords. So this is only going to take a second. I'm going to just copy and paste it here, right click, copy, paste, and then what we're going to just basically do is mute the original, and we're basically just going to switch it up a little bit. So here, for example, I want to just add an extra chord at the end of this. So we're just going to cut this. I'm just going to go the next chord up in the scale, which you can see kind of highlighted here. So I just like that as it is. So what I'm going to do now is just split this by channel here, and then what we can do is just copy all of these and just render all of these and replace them. And then experiment with the pitch, maybe chop it and turn it into something else. So oh, that's cold. Alright, let's get a beat in with this as well. So for this one, we're going to be using the Fusion hi-hat MIDI. I'm just going to get in some hi-hats really quickly. So I'm just going to go through, grab a closed hat. Going to use the mist hi-hat here. I'm also going to grab a couple open hats. Old Yellow Brick Road hat here. So yeah, we're going to put in some midis here. So let's try some. This is the light MIDI. Try a few more, drip drop. Instant vibes. So I like this sort of pattern here. So what I want to do is just dupe this, and then we're going to create some little variations here and there. So 6 beat here. And I can hear like a slide here, like a kind of hi-hat sort of slide thing. So that's a nice sort of flow there on the hats. So now I'm just going to get some claps in. So already nice and simple, and it bangs. Old Yellow Brick Road hat every 8 steps. So now I'm just going to create some variation here. Then even lower here with these. And that just gives quite a cool dynamic feel to this. So then in here we can Alt R. I'm just going to randomize the pan here for these open hats. Right, so we're going into the upcoming drum kit Phantom. I'm just going to get in an 808. So I'm going to use this 808. I don't normally use stuff like this, but I feel like using the short punchy one here. So we've got the Hearty 808, which is 80813. drums here. I'm just going to go in here, Control A, Control C, go straight into the kick here, Control V that, and then OK. We've got Alt C. And the luxury about just constantly having the hi-hat MIDI is just, if you want to switch stuff up, make it a little bit less repetitive. You don't have to like go through all the effort of doing another pattern. Like for me, that's just a great thing for the workflow, because sometimes I might make like 4 or 5 beats in a day. I'm trying to crank them out, so. This is cold, and you can use these hi-hats more for like the verse when there's less going on. And then I want to have a little slide there, Alt U. So that's kind of the drums done. Now, I like this and all, but I'm probably going to just chop this now, because I feel like whilst it has some Spanish vibe, it's not got that kind of dark Spanish vibe I want. So for me, the best way to kind of go about getting that vibe would be to chop certain slices that I think are darker and more vibey, and then kind of building it off of that. Alright, so now I'm just going to start getting stuff down. Get some more trumpet action. Alright guys, so I'm going to break down the structure for you on my screen. As you can see, we've got a part of a beat laid out. This is like one whole part. So we've got the intro, we're going to have like a hook here between 9 and 25 there, and then a verse there, and then it's going to come back around here as like a bridge, or you know, another part before the hook. So I'm just going to talk you through a few different things I've done off camera. Firstly, we've got the original sample here for the intro, and then I've got the chops that you guys saw me do right here. I've got the chops that you saw me do right here, and I've pretty much took that and I've made those chops unique here by right clicking, make unique, and I've created a whole new pattern like that. And that is pretty much it in terms of the stuff I've changed. I've also just changed the 808 to this 808, the Blam 808, which is coming out in the Phantom drum kit. And yeah, I want to walk you through some breaks here, some risers, all that sort of stuff. So first thing I've got here on the 8th bar after the end of the intro is a riser to kind of bring in the drop of the beat. So I'm going to talk you through this. This is just a Cymatics percussion loop that was free. I've reversed it, used one bar of it, and then I've gone into the mixer track on the master. I've put a love filter on, and then I've right clicked here. I've created an automation clip, and from there we have this, where this then gets engulfed by a low pass LFO, like an oscillating one. I'll just quickly show you the setting on that, so if any of you guys want to replicate that. This is the setting, the simple triangle low pass LFO, and I've moved it from the center to there. And on top of that, I've also just adjusted the 808. So this is the original 808 here, and then the adjusted one is here, and this comes in and out every, basically every 8 bars. Every 4 bars, there's going to be an alternating 808 pattern. The only difference is pretty much the end. So I'll play you guys the difference between the two now. I'll play the difference between the two 808 patterns for you guys now. we've got a nice little triplet rhythm at the end, the 808 as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it in terms of the layout, and all I'm going to do now is just do that and the same again, and then just add my tag to the beat. So that's pretty much the structure of this one. ABS is off now. Off. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was insightful, or hopefully you found it entertaining. But that is pretty much the video for me today. If any of you guys want to go ahead, support the channel, obviously liking, commenting, sharing this with anyone that loves making music, really helps the producer community grow. If you wanted to go a step further and also improve your own production, you can check the links in the description to my kits. I have 40% off the Fusion hi-hat MIDI, which you saw me use today, and my staple mystery drum kit is also 40% off until the last day in June. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I will play you guys a preview of the beat now, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yo, J-Lib, send that pack.